How you doing, everybody? It's time for another blog here, doing something a little differently. We actually shed a little light on the subject tonight. First off, thanks to all the support we're getting for you guys checking it out, and tell your friends about it. The more clicks, the better. We love having you, and hopefully you're getting you're enjoying what we're laying down. First off, let's start with the Olympics. They're wrapping up. We'll be moving away from the Olympics here shortly, obviously, but Usain Bolt, ridiculously fast. Not the most humble guy in the world, but he's won 5 medals before the age of 26. I mean, that's pretty incredible. Defending the 100 meters that he won 4 years ago in Beijing, and did it again with the 200 meters. The guy's a witch. And fastest human alive, absolutely fastest human ever. I mean, distance hasn't changed, and the times keep going down until somebody breaks his mark. Yeah, he's the fastest ever. But hey, good on him. Way to go, U.S. women's soccer. I was on you, Hope Solo, about the comments you made regarding Brandi Chastain. But I'll tell you what, all the chips were in the middle against Japan, and you responded. You answered the bell with big save after big save after big save. And had you not made those saves, there's no question that obviously, if you don't make the saves, Japan scores and they win the gold medal. But I'll tell you what, no one really would have faulted you had you not made those saves, because those were tough chances. But you came up big in a big spot, and so props to you for getting done. Well done. And that's 3 straight gold medals now for Team USA in women's soccer. That's pretty impressive. Women's basketball team advancing. They beat Australia. Men's basketball team playing Argentina on Friday. And as one of my Twitter followers pointed out, I missed an opportunity when I mentioned Campazzo or whatever that guy's name was, with the junk punch in the man business of Carmelo. I should have gone with Twig and Berries. Yeah, for London, that was good on you on thinking about that one. I should have gone Twig and Berries. You're right. Don't expect to see chippiness, but don't rule it out either. The winner of this game goes to the gold medal game, likely to play Spain, and so we'll see. I expect the Americans to beat Argentina again. I don't expect the United States to allow Argentina to be remotely close. I think this will be an opportunity for Team USA to kind of put the hammer down early and go from there. Don't want to move off yet. Want to congratulate women's water polo. They got their first ever gold medal. Good on them. Had some more golds handed out at the track. We won gold. The Americans won gold in triple jump. I said we. I'm an American. I'm allowed. The triple jump was a gold medal, and there was something else, and I forget. My bad. It happens. But back on the basketball theme, the stuff going on behind me, is it still? Yeah, they're still talking about the ESPN. Still talking about the Dwight Howard trade that is reported, and sources confirm that it's going to happen on Friday. At last, he doesn't want to be there. He didn't want to be there while he was with Stan Van Gundy. Get rid of the guy. I know it's not easy, because he is such a presence and he can be so dominant. But you know what? He's not. He's not Wilt Chamberlain. Let's be honest. The guy's not Wilt Chamberlain. He's a good player. When he's motivated, he can be outstanding. But there's no question he was not motivated in Orlando. He didn't want to play for Stan Van Gundy, and went to management with that. And Van Gundy told the world that he went to management and wanted Van Gundy fired. I mean, look, if you're going to be great, that's one thing. If you're going to demand people get fired, and that's completely another. I think when players demand coaching changes, it crosses a line. And that's just me. I'm not a young guy. I'm an older guy. And you just didn't do that. You just don't say, look, I want a new coach. You go out and you perform, and if you want to change, then you change teams. That's just me. I know the landscape is completely different. I get that. Doesn't mean I gotta like it. Okay. So there's the Dwight Howard thing. While I'm in the ranting mood, and I gotta check the time here. While I'm in the ranting mood, this NHL labor discussion garbage is just that. It's garbage. I'm a hockey fan. Played hockey all through college. Played it after college. Love the game. Would still love to play now, but the 60-hour work week kind of gets in the way. I'm going to miss my game. I'm going to miss it. I'm telling you right now, I'm going to miss it, because I think we're heading for a lockout. In fact, I'm almost assured of that. after hearing the garbage that came out of Gary Bettman's mouth on Thursday. That if there's no deal by September 15th, the doors are locked. Really? Okay. Well, here's the thing. This current deal that will expire September the 15th was a deal that the owners wanted. The players gave back so many concessions, and yes, they got a big share of the revenue pie. They got 57%. That's big. They got, but they gave back so much. They gave back in salary and rollbacks. And as a friend of mine here at work and I were talking about on Thursday, neither one of us are smart enough to understand escrow. I'll just be honest with you. I don't get it. But obviously, it's got to do with dollars and cents, and that is the root of all of this. Here's something for you folks in the NHL, not you viewers, but you folks in the NHL. Gary Bettman stopped talking and being a shill for the owners, part one. Don Fehr, this is hockey, not baseball. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the game. I don't know why they elected you the PA rep. I don't get that. Maybe hold your meetings with European players relatively close. Have the European guys come to the States. I don't know. He spent a week in Barcelona. Really? To go talk to European players. How many of these players are reps for their teams? Right now, the business at hand is getting a deal. That should be your primary focus. You should be talking to the club reps for each and every team that happen to be stationed, in North America. You could start there, okay? Get a deal done. They haven't made a counter proposal to what the owners laid out there weeks ago, and the owners want the players to take an 11% cut in revenues. That ain't happening. But you're waiting this long for a counter proposal? With these two sides, somebody's going to blink first? No. The owners have told you they're not going to blink. Okay? The owners have said, September 15th, we're locking the doors. Okay? So now it's time, because it's August the 10th, so you've got a month and 5 days to get a deal done. And you spent the last 6 months wasting time. It's the bottom line. You've wasted time. So, get a deal done. Make a counter proposal. Start talking, because you know what? You're going to make a lot of folks unhappy. You're going to do this. You're going to go take the NHL down the same road that the NBA went down, and they lost most of the season. They played 62 out of their 84 game schedule they're supposed to play. That's a good chunk of the schedule. And by the way, hockey's not the most popular game among sports fans in the United States. It's not. Newsflash. Don Fehr. Newsflash. Your game is not top of the list. Your game has a TV package with NBC Sports Network and NBC that, if you don't have the right channel in your cable or dish, you're not watching the NHL in the regular season. The only time you're seeing it is in the playoffs on weekends and second half of the season on NBC. That's it. You have to recognize who you are and what your role is in the American sports landscape. And while it would be a national tragedy in Canada, which and trust me, my Canadian friends, I'm with you. Okay, I want to be an adopted son of Canada, so that way I can have dual citizenship. So my heart bleeds for my Canadian friends. But I'll tell you what, NFL started. Preseason's underway. Regular season's just a couple of weeks away. Hockey will fall off the face of the map if they don't have a deal in place by week 2 of the NFL season. Because guess what? No one's going to care. No one's going to care, Don. No one's going to care, Gary. They're not. So stop blustering. Start talking. Get a deal. Because it's on you to make it happen. All right, I'm too mad. It's 11:36. I need to go home. We'll do this again tomorrow, and perhaps we'll talk about a Team USA win over Argentina and some other fun stuff. Well, we got to talk about the preseason opener. John Beeson likely not going to play, but I'll save that for Friday. See you guys.